Eyewitness News Daybreak continues.
Welcome back to Daybreak this morning, and joining us now live in our studio at a safe distance, of course, is U.S. Senator Todd Young from Indiana. Good morning, Senator. Thanks for stopping by here at Eyewitness News.
Thanks for having me this morning.
So, Senator, my first question is now the ballot is absolutely, I guess the ticket rather, is finalized on the Democratic side as Senator Kamala Harris now joining former Vice President Joe Biden in the race for president, going up against President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence. You've served in the Senate with Senator Harris. What are your thoughts on her joining this race, and now as you see this race finalized, what are your thoughts on the race for president?
Well, I know Kamala Harris. We have a pleasant personal relationship, but I think she's someone that, frankly, President Trump is happy to have on the Democratic ticket. She supports taking away people's on-the-job insurance through implementation of a Medicare for All scheme. She's supported the Green New Deal, which would effectively allow those who prefer not to work to go on public assistance, and it would prevent people from using automobiles potentially in the future. So she's really supported some views that are outside of the mainstream of Kentuckians and Hoosiers, and therefore I think it's a poor choice.
Now, yesterday when she and Biden got together for their first public appearance, they immediately came out on the attack. Do you expect that this campaign on both sides over the next few months is going to be something that we see more of that?
You know, I hope we can focus on the issues as I just did, as opposed to making personal attacks on people. It's a really important time for the country. The president, the vice president, the administration, working with members of Congress ought to be working together to try and come up with this next phase 4 economic relief package and to help people get back to work and back to school and to keep everyone safe and secure to get through this virus. That should really be the point of emphasis, and that, of course, is what I'm going to be talking about. I will say Kamala Harris, over the course of her just short period of time in the U.S. Senate, has engaged in some smash-mouth tactics. We saw how she questioned, for example, Justice Kavanaugh during his hearings, and it was frankly unfair. So I hope that sort of tactics is not employed during the coming roughly 90 days until election.
Let's talk about what's happening in Congress, because obviously creating this new stimulus package is something that you've been working on, and I'm sure that has been a big thing of importance the last few weeks. It's important for a lot of your constituents and people here in the tri-state. Where are we at in coming with a deal with Republicans and Democrats together?
Well, I'm still optimistic, guardedly optimistic. I know it's a tough time, and election year politicking often complicates efforts to come to a conclusion. Speaker Nancy Pelosi remains stuck on this $3.5 trillion figure, which includes funding for arts and marijuana banking and other things that shouldn't be priorities, especially in the midst of a global pandemic. But with that said, I know that Speaker Pelosi and others in Congress are starting to hear from their constituents. They don't want to be evicted. They want businesses to get the support they need to get through this thing. I put forward some bipartisan legislation that will help our hardest hit businesses. This is the Restart Act, and we think it's going to help keep restaurants and boutiques and our manufacturing operations, many of our major employers throughout Main Street America, open, and I'm very hopeful that this bill will pass in coming weeks.
Senator Young, one of the proposals, obviously, in the executive action made by the president has the states being proposed to pay some of this money. Do you think that Indiana has the funds to pay some of the unemployment extra money that's being put out there?
Indiana's done a great job, really, over the last 2 decades of bringing its expenditures in line with revenue, balancing its budget, and then building up a rainy day fund. And they have been spending down that rainy day fund in the midst of this rainiest of days. So yes, Indiana will have the resources they need to do the state's part in providing matching funding so that folks can continue to get the assistance they need to cash flow through these difficult times, to pay their mortgages, to pay rent, to put food on the table. And then the emphasis needs to be on making sure that we implement some liability protections and take other measures so that people can go back to work safely, and so that their children can go back to school and become educated and receive that social and emotional stimulation that my 4 kiddos need, and I know all Hoosiers and all American children require.
Thanks for making time for us this morning, Senator Young. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jake.
All right, coming up next, Ron's back into the top.